All right, Jessica, I'm going to save this. If you're not on, it's fine, but you asked and you received. This is a dog that I squeezed in today, and it's a Shih Tzu, so it's the same style of head that I usually do. I've done her body in a 2-guard, and I've left her head, so she's really fluffy. I've cleaned out the eyes and thinning sheared off the tear stains here, and then did like a little bit on the nose, under the nose, but nothing else. So the first thing that I do when I do my face is I take the same blade as the body and I clean under the chin. And then I take it and I go in reverse, right in the throat lap, which is this triangle spot. This triangle spot right here. And what that does, it sets my eyes in the center of my head. Now he wants a round face on her, so I'm going to follow that same shape I just set in that length. I'm going to comb all this forward. I'm just going to clean up my line. Okay. Then on the sides, well, over the eyes, I'm going to clean up and set that line. So I'm just going to comb that forward. Take my curves. These are my Kenshi 5-stars. And the blade is up and down, and I'm laying the bottom blade on the nose. Hi. Oh, no, it's okay. Oh, come here, girlfriend. Don't worry about the back. Stop. Hey. Okay. I'm just lightly holding her hair under her chin here so that I have control. And I'm extending my visor a little bit past the corners of the eye. So now that sets my basic shape. Yes. And then I'm going to just follow those lines. So starting at the top, I'm going to comb everything forward again. And I've made sure that all the mats and knots are out so it's nice and easy. And I'm just going to take her chin down, again, gently holding. Pull it down a little bit, just following that line that I've created. That way I know exactly where I want to cut. And then I'm going to pull her head down just a little bit, holding on top of her nose because you want to pull the chin hair that low. Pulling it all forward again over my line. And that makes sure that none of that hair, when I put the head back, falls forward. Do it one more time. It's all the way down now. And I might get a little bit of the ear in there. That's okay. And then at this point, I'm going to pull both my ears forward to her nose. And I'm going to make sure that the back of the ear is clear, because I don't want any hair hanging here. I want the ears separated from the head because that's going to give them the jawline. So, put her head back. Oh my God, look how cute. That was so fast. So then, under the chin, same thing, except instead of combing down, I'm going to comb forward. I don't want anything hanging that's going to give her like a beard look. You know, besides what I want there to give length. When I cut under the chin, I take my curves again, holding my ear gently out of place behind my head. And then I have my thumb under her chin here, and I'm pushing forward just slightly behind her jaw to make the cheek pop a little. I'm taking my curves, and I'm going to trim off those little whiskers in front here. She says, don't touch my nose. Right here, taking those like dirty hairs, I call them, the ones they like to lick in. And if they are a licker, put your index finger right under their nose and put the hair over your index finger. They can only put their tongue out straight. So that way you're not going to get their tongue, they're just going to lick your finger. Okay. We're going to comb everything forward again, including the sides. Taking my curves, gently holding the ear back, thumb under the chin to pop that cheek forward a little bit. I'm going to take my curves and I'm angling them at a 30 to 45 degree angle from where I've cut in the front there. And I'm following that all the way back, and that's why I have my ear out of my way, so I can have one fluid motion. So I've cleaned off the top of the head. Now I'm doing the side, well, the top and the bottom, and then the sides. And that's how you should do it. Top, bottom, sides. You go do it on the same side. I pull the ear back the same way. My thumb doesn't go that way, so now we're using my index finger to pop forward. Comb everything forward again. Angled. Up and back. Taking all that hair out of the way. Sometimes I have to come this way. If I do, I try to angle my tips back in the same direction, like a windshield wiper. Okay, so now I've set both sides. And most people would say, oh, that's good enough, right? Not me. I'm a psycho, and I like to take every single hair off. So I'm going to take the fine side of my comb. This is my Element 29 comb, which I'm in love with. And these nose hairs on top here. Okay. Then I'm going to have my Jonathan David Lightning. They're an aggressive thinner, but they're very like soft too. And I'm just going to follow that line that I made, pulling my ear back again. I like to clear all in front of the ear here so that it's nice and neat for the owner, and it helps stave off matting and ear infections and separates the head from the neck. Okay. The ear down and just making sure that there's nothing like really gross hanging out. With this part here, I angled up with my curves, and then I'm going to angle in a little bit with my thinners, but I'm actually going to snip and pull out. And what that does is help lay the hair down. So it blends all those hairs off without like hollowing out the face. Then again on my line, she's got a nice cute little part naturally, so I'm going to pull that forward again. Just so I don't have any blunt lines, I'm just softening everything with my thinners. And just like your other shears, make sure that your wrist stays straight and that you're going in a fluid motion so that you don't get any choppiness or you don't spend too much time in one place. Do it on the seams. The other side now. Take my ear back. There's a little bit of tear staining. Oh, God bless you. Oh, God bless you. Oh, my goodness, that was so cute. Oh, you're cute. She's super cute. I'm glad I said yes to her. So there's just a little bit of tear staining here still. So I'm taking my thinners up underneath the tear stain and just 2 snips and it's out. I have some little hairs right here. I'm going to aim and get. And I'm doing this kind of from behind so you guys can see. And also, like, sometimes I just do this because the angle's the same. I think about, this is my bad side, obviously, because I'm right-handed. But I try to imagine where my scissor tips point when I'm doing the easy side, and try to point my scissor tips the same way on the bad side. And that's how you get your symmetry. And it's hard. And sometimes you have to do things from behind or in front. Right? Same thing, I gotta take some of this bulk out. So I'm angling, because I can't angle down, but it's weird. I'm gonna go from behind, and I'm still angled at that 45-degree angle, and I'm snipping. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Can I just have this chin, please? Thank you. So I'm angling and just pulling. And that's just laying some of that hair down. Normally I would be standing kind of like this way in front and doing it, but I don't want to block your guys' view. And that just kind of clears that out without, you know, again, like shaving down the nose, or, see, I can do it that way. Shaving down the nose or making it look like really snipey, which is like when the mouth is narrow. cleaning up that line again. Now, any of these hairs in the front that are still kind of dirty, I'll take my brush. And usually not this brush, it's usually a finer brush like my Chris Christensen. But I'm just going to do this nice and gentle. And I'm just brushing up right in front of the nose. So now all those hairs are sticking up and out. Putting my finger right in front, so in case she looks, she's just looking at my finger. And I'm scissoring from the side, not directly in front. So it's like here, but from the side. So it's just my tips, getting those brown tips off. You're okay. I know. Oh, it's so weird. Who are you? I didn't give kisses. I just want to give kisses. Oh my goodness. It's okay, baby. I know. Okay. All right. So that's good enough for her face. So this thinning shear is the Jonathan David Lightning Ross. They're really, really nice, and I usually don't use them in the shop, but my shop thinning shears got dropped, and then I got them sharpened, but I'm like in love with these thinners, so I'm just going to buy another pair for my competition kit. But there we go. Okay, well, she's pretty much done with me, but there you go. Cute little face. All right, I hope that helps, guys. Bye.